Yes, guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel, where it is time for match week number 20 of the 2020-21 Premier League season. Now, let's have a quick look on how we did in the mammoth that was match week 19. I got a magnificent score of 15 points, including 3 perfect scores, which was Aston Villa to beat Newcastle by 2-0, West Ham to beat West Brom by 2-1, and Brighton to beat Leeds by 1-0 as well. And top scorer in the comments also got 15 points, and that was Bluebird Legend. So Bluebird Legend and myself got 15 points. So very well done to you, Bluebird Legend. I really congratulate you on that fine score. So, as we move into match week 20, and there's some big games for sure. We have Newcastle United against Leeds, a London derby between Crystal Palace and West Ham, Southampton against Arsenal, they meet again, West Brom against Manchester City, Burnley against Aston Villa, Chelsea against Wolves, Brighton against Fulham, Everton against Leicester City, Manchester United against Sheffield United, and Tottenham against Liverpool. So the first game to preview and predict is Newcastle United against Leeds. The last 5 between the sides resulted in 2 wins to Newcastle and 2 wins to Leeds and 1 draw. Last result was a 1-0 win to Newcastle. Oh, what has happened to Newcastle United? They look a team that is bereft of ideas. They look like a team that is just not wanting to score goals. It's a team that is conceding left, right and centre. It is a team that is lacking confidence. And Steve Bruce, I think he has done a good job at Newcastle, but my goodness me, what on earth is going on at Newcastle United right now? Rafa Benitez leaves his Chinese club Dalian yesterday to be closer to his family. Could he potentially be coming back to the Premier League? And could it potentially be Newcastle? Well, will Newcastle fans want Benitez back? Eddie Howe's waiting in the wings as well. I think it's only a matter of time before they let Bruce go, in my opinion. I really do. Leeds United, well, 1-0 defeat to Brighton. That was obviously the only game that they played the last week. And you have to say that they were missing Melee. Casilla, for what he's done at Leeds United, I honestly don't rate him. I honestly do not rate this goalkeeper at all. Poor defending again for the Brighton winner. It was a very good winner from Mopé. But you know what? It's going to be a very tough game to predict this one, because Newcastle United bang out of form. Leeds United bang out of form as well. I am going to go for a Leeds win. I'm going to go for a Leeds win to pile the pressure onto Steve Bruce. It is Newcastle United 0, Leeds United 1. I'm going to go for. So there we go. Crystal Palace against West Ham now. Last 5 between the sides resulted in 2 wins to Palace, 2 draws and 1 win to West Ham. Last result was a 2-1 win to Crystal Palace. Now, Crystal Palace have had, is it 2 games or is it 1? No, 1 game, and their only game this last week was against Manchester City, and it was a 4-0 defeat to Manchester City. Now, we have to say Manchester City are definitely in the groove again, that's for sure. But Crystal Palace did announce the signing of Mateta from the Bundesliga, so that will be an interesting signing for sure. We'll just see what happens with that one. Eze, it was a poor defeat. It was a very poor defeat for them against Manchester City, but at least they're not playing Manchester City. That is for sure. West Ham, they enjoyed a 1-0 win over Burnley and then a 2-1 win over West Brom as well. West Ham are in absolutely fantastic form, and they just beat Doncaster Rovers by 4-0 in the FA Cup as well. So really good form West Ham are in, and David Moyes especially has really turned it around at West Ham. So I think this is going to be a very interesting game, this one. I am going to go for a 2-1 win to the Hammers in this one. I think the Hammers will win this one for sure. And the second meeting in just as many days between Southampton and Arsenal. And the last 5 between the sides resulted in 1 win to Southampton, 2 wins to Arsenal, and 2 draws. The last result was a 2-0 win to Arsenal. Well, Southampton, well, they are coming off the back of a 2-0 defeat to Leicester City. And obviously their game against Leeds United was postponed because they went to play Shrewsbury. But then they played Arsenal, so they played Arsenal. They beat Arsenal in the FA Cup as well. The Leicester City game, that was a poor defeat. That was a very, very poor defeat. Leicester City played really well, to be fair to them. But yeah, back at home, it's going to be a very interesting game for sure. Arsenal were in very good form, and then they relinquished their crown of FA Cup holders to Southampton. And it has to be said, it's really tricky because you go and beat Newcastle 3-0 when they looked very, very good. Emile Smith-Rowe looked very, very good. Also, you have to say that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was back to his best. But then he leaves them out for the Southampton FA Cup game. I get the league's a main priority, etc. I get the Europa League as a priority as well. But you probably should play Aubameyang and Emile Smith-Rowe. But to be fair, Arsenal, the team that they had out that played Southampton, should have won the game. They should have won the game. So that team was good enough to win that game, and sadly they didn't. But for this game, I am going to go for Southampton to do the double over Arsenal in recent days. Southampton 2, Arsenal 1. I'm going to go for. So yeah, going to go for that one as well. And then we have West Brom against Manchester City. And you'll be no surprised to find out it's 5 wins to the Citizens in this one. And the last result was a 3-2 win to Manchester City. West Brom are coming off the back of a 3-2 win over Wolves. That was very, very good. And a 2-1 defeat to West Ham. That wasn't very good. And I keep saying it. If Allardyce keeps West Brom in the Premier League, this is his greatest achievement to date. Because that team, barring a couple of players, I would say Pereira, Snodgrass, the goalkeeper, Johnston, they're average. They're an average side at best. And this is not the time to be playing a rampant Manchester City, who were 4-0 winners over Crystal Palace and then 2-0 winners over Aston Villa. So they're in great form. They're in very, very good form, and especially the form of Phil Foden as well. Foden's been very, very good, you have to say. Cancelo's been very, very good as well. And yes, they may have lost Kevin De Bruyne to an injury as well, but what you have to say is that Phil Foden is a very good midfielder. So I'm going to say that this is going to be a walk in the park for Manchester City. West Bromwich Albion 0, Manchester City 4. I'm going to go for a 4-0 win to Manchester City. I think that could be a big, big win for the Citizens. And now we have Burnley against Aston Villa. Last 5 between the sides resulted in 1 win to Burnley, 1 win to Villa, and 3 draws. Last result was 2-1 win to Aston Villa. Burnley, well, they are coming off the back of a 1-0 defeat to West Ham, but a 1-0 win over Liverpool at Anfield. They become the first team to beat Liverpool in 69 attempts. Fantastic for Burnley to get that win. Ashley Barnes with the only goal in that game. Very, very well done. Very, very well done, Burnley. You deserved to win that game against us. And yeah, they did that very, very well. Aston Villa, they're coming off the back of a 2-0 win over Newcastle and a 2-0 defeat to Manchester City. So Manchester City, the game against Man City, they played really, really well. Very unlucky. That was their first game back in a long, long time, and they actually played very well against Manchester City. Against Newcastle, they were excellent. Really, really good. Goals from Ollie Watkins, who else? And Bertrand Traore as well. Very good win for them, for sure. So, I'm going to say this now. I think Aston Villa, as I've said, we all know what they're like away from home. Very, very good away from home. I'm going to say that they go to Turf Moor, and I think they will beat Burnley. I'm going to go for Burnley 1, Aston Villa 2 in this one. So we will see what happens. And now a big, big game for Frank Lampard and Chelsea as they entertain Wolves. And the last 5 between the sides makes for interesting reading. 2 wins to Chelsea, 2 wins to Wolves, and 1 draw. The last result was a 2-0 win to Chelsea. Well, Chelsea, 2-0 defeat to Leicester. Everyone thought Frank Lampard was a way out the door. Then they won 3-1 against Luton Town. Tammy Abraham hat-trick. So will Tammy Abraham be involved against Wolves? That'll be very, very interesting to see. I also wonder, is Lampard now, like, if Chelsea don't win this game, do we think Lampard is away? I think it's only a matter of time now before he gets sacked. Because Chelsea owners, we all know what Roman Abramovich is like. He is not an owner who gives people time. And I'll say that now. So I think it'll be a very, very interesting game, this one, because obviously Wolves coming off the back of a 3-2 defeat to West Brom, and then a 1-0 win over Chorley in the FA Cup. So, but for Wolves to be 14th, it baffles me. It really, really does. It really baffles me how they are, sitting 14th. Well, I know they are losing Jimenez, but they've just brought in Willie and Jose, which is a great signing. A loan with an option to buy as well. So I think that is very, very good. But they are going to Stamford Bridge. I think this is going to be a Chelsea win. Going to go for Chelsea 2, Wolves 0. But will it be the last hurrah for Lampard? Or will he manage to stay in the job for another couple of weeks? I think he will stay in the job with a 2-0 win over Wolves. And this is a 6-pointer, you would have to say right now. It is Brighton against Fulham. What a game this is going to be. 1-1 to Fulham and 2 draws. The last result was a 2-2 draw between the sides. But as I've said, Brighton are coming off the back of a 1-0 win over Leeds. And we saw one of the goals of the season, especially in passing movement. Really good finish from Mope. Very, very good from Brighton to get that win at Leeds. Fulham... Difficult. I mean, they lost to Chelsea. They lost to Manchester United. Only by the goal, but they still lost. And I think this is a big, big game for them. Because they obviously know that Newcastle United are struggling. Get more points, they will be, getting above, Brighton. And... I think they will as well, but this one I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think with this being a 6-pointer, a draw wouldn't be a bad result for both sides, for sure. But a win would definitely improve one team's chances for sure. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between the sides. And now we have Everton against Leicester City. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 3 wins to Everton and 2 wins to Leicester. The last result was a 2-1 win to Everton. Now, Everton, they didn't have a game. Because obviously the Aston Villa game was postponed. They have just beaten Sheffield Wednesday by 3-0. Dominic Calvert-Lewin back on the score sheet, so that will be very, very good for Everton fans. And Everton, to be fair, they are doing very, very well. They could potentially go above Liverpool if they win this game. That is how big this game is against Leicester City. They could go above Liverpool. But we will see what happens. Leicester City coming off the back of a 2-0 win over Southampton. And then they beat Chelsea by 2-0 as well. And then they beat Brentford by 3-1. Now, the big news is that Jamie Vardy will be missing a month as well. Kelechi Iheanacho is definitely out of favour with Brendan Rodgers. I will say that again. Perez played in the cup game. So, will he play in the league game? I think he might play in the league game against Everton. But I think because of the lack of firepower for Leicester City, I'm going to go for Everton to win this one by 2-1 in this one. So we'll see what happens with that one. Manchester United, Sheffield United. I think this is a bit of a home banker in all honesty. 4 wins to United and 1 draw. Last result was a 3-0 win to Manchester United. Manchester United, top of the table, 6 points clear of Liverpool. Draw with a 0-0 draw with Liverpool and a 2-1 win over Fulham, and then a 3-2 FA Cup win over Liverpool as well. Bruno Fernandes, game changer, match winner. I've said it all I need to say for that. Sheffield United, very, very good win against Plymouth Argyle. 2-1 in the end. And a 3-1 defeat to Tottenham as well. But They're going away to Old Trafford. I can only really say a Manchester United win. 3-0 Manchester United against Sheffield United. I am going to go for in this one. And now we have finally Tottenham against Liverpool. Can Liverpool end this really bad run that they are on? Last five wins to Liverpool. Last one was a 1-0 win to Liverpool. Now, Tottenham. Well, 3-1 over Sheffield United. A very good win for them, you'd have to say. Ndombele scored one of the goals of the season. Did he mean it? Well, I don't know. I don't know if he did mean it, but you know, if he did, it was a very, very good finish as well. This is going to be a big game because Liverpool have been in a really rotten run of form, and the best way to do it is a trip to the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to try and get a win. Do I think they will do it? Yes, I do. I think the performance that they did against Manchester United, yeah, it may not have been the best, but in the FA Cup, they managed to score, which is nice to see. Mohamed Salah got 2 goals, so I am going to go for Tottenham Hotspur 1, Liverpool 2 in this one. So that is it. That is match week 20 done and dusted. As I've said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below, and like Bluebird Legend, you will get a shout out in the next video. So I'm going to go for Newcastle United 0, Leeds United 1, Crystal Palace 1, West Ham United 2, Southampton 2, Arsenal 1, West Brom 0, Manchester City 4, Burnley 1, Aston Villa 2, Chelsea 2, Wolves 0, Brighton 1, Fulham 1, Everton 2, Leicester City 1, Manchester United 3, Sheffield United 0, and Tottenham Hotspur 1, Liverpool 2. So that is it. That is match week 20 done and dusted. As I've said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And we will see what happens with these midweek fixtures. Obviously, Tottenham against Liverpool, the standout fixture for sure. Chelsea Wolves, will it be the last hurrah for Lampard? Who knows? Who knows? And will Manchester United continue their winning run recently as well? So we will see what happens. And will Manchester United rotate because they have Arsenal coming up as well? So we'll see what happens for that. But until then, it's goodbye from me. If you do like this content, please hit that subscribe button. Smash a like on this video as well. And we'll see what happens in this game week. Tottenham against Liverpool, big game for sure, and we'll see what happens as well. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now. Enjoy your midweek Premier League fixtures. See you later. Bye bye.